For my endurance test, what I did was a set of 150s. So I picked this one because it's something that we do anyway with the sports team. So it's obviously something that I'm going to pick. It's very much so a recovery based test. So it's more or less testing how well you can recover rather than how much distance you can run. Again, it's more kind of anaerobic endurance than actual out and out endurance, so it's very specific for my sport. If you're doing endurance tests, there's a couple of other ones you can do. You can obviously do timed distances, so you can pick a 5 kilometer distance and you might want to time that and see how fast you can cover that, or a 10 kilometer distance and see how fast you can cover that. It'll all be based on your desired goals. Other ones you can do on a treadmill, you might run at a certain pace, maybe 8.5 kilometers per hour, and then every minute or so you might raise the elevation on the treadmill until you can't run anymore. You can do something very similar on the bike. You might cycle at 100 RPM at a certain resistance every 30 seconds or a minute, increase the resistance until you can't cycle at 100 RPM anymore. As long as it's measured, standardized, and can be replicated, you're fine. Go ahead and do those. It's important to do those. So my one that I've done is obviously the 150s test, and it's very relevant to my sport because it's quite a sprint stop sport. If you have speed gates, of course, go ahead and use those. 5, 10, 20 yards speed is really handy. If you want to do some agility stuff, there's a thing called the Illinois agility test. You can do that, but make sure you get one for endurance. I'm not so concerned about speed or agility, but definitely one for endurance. Páirc Ghlacha Ina Bród agus Briste Gevla.